Hello and good evening. I'm Dante. If you haven't been to our stream support here at Inferno Gaming, I'm your game master, dungeon master, storyteller, whatever you want to call me. This is for both folks watching live on Twitch and folks who will be watching the rerun tomorrow on YouTube. Hello to all of you. Before we get started this evening, we do have below the video here, there are links to our new Patreon, which at the end of the show tonight, I'll give you details on exactly what gets you in what tier, and a link to our PayPal. If you don't want to commit to anything, but you just want to tip your DM, it'd be highly appreciated. I do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy doing it, but I wouldn't argue with a little help either. If nothing else, it helps with the heavy lifting in buying and upgrading equipment, and when conventions become a thing again, being able to go and do the charity games that I know more than a few of you really enjoy either watching or getting to participate in. So, tonight's game will be Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. It is a HD remaster of not the original release of Final Fantasy XII. It's an HD remaster of the Japanese release of the American release of Final Fantasy XII. Square had this really weird thing in the 90s, or really not the 90s, in the early 2000s, where they would release a game in Japan, a couple months later it would come out in the US, and then a couple of months after that they would re-release it in Japan with the English voice acting and a bunch of added content, which would then never come to the US. In Japan, the Final Fantasy ones were known as international editions. It's where we get Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, where they finally ported it back to the US. And it's the version that you see in the Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 collection. For Kingdom Hearts, they were the Final Mix games, which we only finally saw in the US several years ago, despite a lot of the Final Mix editions being stuff that actually turned out to be entirely deeply important to that series' ongoing story. But we'll be doing Kingdom Hearts here at some point once the PC versions drop and people stop screaming bloody murder about it being on the Epic Store. We'll jump off that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, actually I played this when it originally came out in 2006, 2007. I never finished it because at the same time I was in the process of getting married and moving to DC, and it just fell by the wayside. Since then I've gotten divorced, I have a lovely partner, and now live in Florida, and finally have time to sit down, play, and finish this running thing. Something else I will tell viewers who are familiar with me from, or rather familiar with Boozy Badger's videos, unlike Boozy, I am not too proud to use a walkthrough. I am not the kind of person who will endlessly bash my skull against a puzzle for hours on end. If it gets to that point, I've still got my guide from when the original US release of the game came out with our nice little Bishonen anime sad boy van. Alright folks, that's enough for me chattering endlessly. Let's get on with the game. Folks in the audience, just as a heads up, on our last stream for Baldur's Gate 3, we ended up having some rather severe frame rate issues to the point where it became a slideshow both on the viewer's end and on my local recording here. So if we end up having issues again, please speak up in the chat so I know there's something going on and we can figure something out. Let's see, check the graphics thing, make sure I'm not overloading this poor thing. I agree, we should be able to handle this, no problem. Pretty. And Lord, I hope that black bar on the bottom is intentional. by where the subtitle is there. I'm guessing it's supposed to be there. Please let us be supposed to be there. I don't want to have to troubleshoot live on the air.
See you this cheap again. Wedding day special.
Yeah. And we have bunny people. Okay. This actually wasn't the first time we had seen this world in Final Fantasy. This was the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics on PS1. And if I remember right, stuff from this game actually got put into the remake of Tactics on the PSP, War of Lions. Say what you will about Square after the Enix merger. Their graphic design people are and always have been amazing.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
Hey, folks in the chat, be sure to speak up, comments. I want to hear from y'all. Engagement fuels me. It helps me not feel like I'm a crazy person here talking to myself.
Following this, Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air. Our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible.
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
What is it with the Final Fantasy series and elaborate headdresses on everywhere? Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Final Fantasy series, chocobos are literally horse birds. They are birds that you ride like a horse.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
Okay, wow, we're really super high ceremony about going to war. And I don't remember this long a cutscene at the beginning of the PS2 version of this. Maybe I'm crazy.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands!
So damn feeling like I'm gonna get to play at some point.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father. For my My father!
I feel like that line was probably Japanese. Final Fantasy without now with the Sid, and we have everything necessary to be a Final Fantasy. And yet you can't have a Final Fantasy without anime sad movies. That didn't start being a thing in the franchise until Final Fantasy VII. Holy hell, this is a long intro.
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
Okay, that was the intro, apparently. Do I get to play now? Okay, there we go. Let's see, what's
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west.
I'm really digging the voice.
The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You see, I remember when this first came out, people actually complained about how wordy it was and the nations having treaties of nations stuff. And it's much better received now. This game came out before time. Did it come out when Game of Thrones was big? Would have been much more
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole.
Final Fantasy.
Can you stand?
We always have an interesting relationship with spelling.
Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
So we're all clear on
I'm
the
aware
fact
of the
that none
situation.
these guys are coming away alive,
We
right?
found them over there!
Bossler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
At some point, I'm actually going to get to interact with the game. Damn, pretty real time. Real time.
Steady, Rex.
graphics, though.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Hey, Conrad, welcome to the stream. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Use R to look around. A useful way to spot Imperials. Go on, give it a try. Use L to move, Rex. Walk, run with L. Use this depending on your situation. You can walk, yes? Come, stand before me. Okay, Conrad, thanks for the heads up. Give me a minute and let me make a quick adjustment here. What my lovely assistant was supposed to be letting me know, but tweak that down a little. Okay, I think that should do it. Let me know if it's not fixed. Do you see the marker above my head? That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. To talk to someone, approach them and press A. Try talking to your friend by the gate. Okay, I understand needing a tutorial, especially games with unusual combat mechanics, but there has to be a line between I'm going to teach you the mechanics unique to this game and we are assuming you have never played a video game before. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once we're back in Rabanastre. Just listen to the captain and we'll get through this. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. See the marker above your head? That's an action icon. One of these will appear when you approach a door, a switch, an item, or the like. To learn more about what you've found, walk close to the icon, and the icon will change. Then press A. Now try opening the gate. This time, we will drive back any Imperials standing between us and the King. Dalmasca's future hangs in the balance. Stay focused on the foes before you, Rex. I will watch rearward. Yeah, when characters are actually describing push this button and do this to touch things, I like to think that that's in universe, like some kind of religious benediction or something. You can open the party menu by pressing Y. In the party menu, you can examine your equipment inventory. That red line is a hostile target line. Take heed, you're being targeted. When a foe targets you, the line is red. When you target a foe, the line is blue. If you see a red line, look for foes at once. If they are not readily apparent, use R to look around. When you found them, press A to open the battle menu. Once you've selected attack and targeted a foe, close distance using L. You'll automatically attack until your foe is defeated. You can change targets or actions anytime. If your HP falls, press A. Select items from the battle menu, then use a potion. After using an item, you will automatically resume your previous action. There is no need to input your commands again. You can do it, Rex. Show me. Yeah, to this day, I'm low-key convinced that part of the reason that the combat in this game is so wildly different from the rest of the Final Fantasy was that this was, at some point, was a prototype for what became Final Fantasy XI. That very much plays like an MMO
Captain?
in its combat. We're just gonna surround the thing and stab it and hope that works. Stabby stab stab. Stab stab. Stab. Okay, I think we need a potion. Someone who can do cool shit.
Adeline, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tonberry. You've lived to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Tonberry disengaging.
Okay, you disgraced the name of Tonberry with how easy it was to beat on you. I remember when this first came out, one of the running jokes was that the game, that you could basically set it up so the game would play itself. There's no simple way through the fortress. The mini-map at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain your bearings. Should you lose your way, consult your location map with the back button. This will bring up the map of the fortress we gave you before we set out. If you will find yourself at a loss, still find yourself at a loss, pressing left stick will allow you to view the location map as you move. Navigate your way through as you see fit. Yeah, I think back in the day when this first came out, the Penny Arcade straight up referred to it as the game was masturbating.
Where are you?
What if Captain Ivalice has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
Alright, we got more people stabbed. But yeah, Conrite, the original release of this resemble Final Fantasy VIII in one simple way. Is once you understood how the combat system worked, it was easy to just break the entire game's rule set over your knee. There are several enemy soldiers beyond this point. However, Rex, there is no need to destroy them all. Sometimes it's necessary to escape. The right trigger command can allow you to abandon the fight with an enemy and run away. Escaping from a pointless battle is nothing to be ashamed about. Yeah, but I'm here to stab people, dude. Like, I understand why it's necessary for MMOs, but for something like that, if you're going to do real-time combat like this, especially with a party-based thing, just let me have actual real-time combat instead of press a button and watch it swing until I tell it to do something else. Save crystal, Rex. You can save your progress by approaching a save crystal and pressing A. Touching one of these crystals will also fully restore your HP and MP. Though you will gradually recover MP as you move about. It can take time. Do not miss this opportunity to refresh yourself and your allies. There is more I would tell you, but we've no time. Heed the lessons of the battlefield and you will do well. Come, we must reach His Majesty before it's too late. And save. Mama didn't raise no fool. Still heading upstairs? Yeah.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Bro, you're just out of training. You're gonna solo 3 dudes. Okay. Yeah, Buddy Goodboy in the chat, good to see you. Yeah, actually, unless I'm terribly mistaken, every Final Fantasy since 7 has been Anime Sad Boy the game. Looking at you, Squall. Looking at you. Oh yeah, yeah, buddy, if you haven't played this one before, this one has bunny people. Scantily clad bunny people. Welp. So this went badly. Okay,
Your
so
Majesty.
Everyone's dead.
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire.
Wait, did
His
he
Majesty
kill the
was a
entire room
traitor.
solo?
Captain,
Seize the insurgent.
Along!
No one notices the dude bleeding out here.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations. We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now.
Yeah, there's a question, Conrad. I know we've had vampires in Final Fantasy. Have we had werewolves, and I've just forgotten about them?
But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Okay, really, the voice acting in this is fantastic. I think this is when Square really started to get the hang of having voice acted games.
Vaughn.
As much as I love Kingdom Hearts, the voice acting in that first one is
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms.
Very Game of Thrones.
Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
Okay, then.
Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death.
Okay, so just everybody
They who
dying.
at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah, even without the remaster here, this looks
hurry it up
really
or
damn
they'll
good
find
on
us.
PS2.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
Okay, here's our anime pro tag.
1, 2, 3 more. All right, time to clean house.
Really? We're really doing the kill X number of rats thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say, yeah, Conrad, it's something I should, if you missed it earlier when I was introing, I played this when it first came out on the PS2, but I never finished it. I got about 2 hours into it. I was in the process of getting married at the time and just couldn't devote the time to it.
You got them all yourself?
So this would be my first time of properly
Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Yeah, buddy, yeah, those are some rather large rats.
That's enough for today.
Those are like New York sewer rats.
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Has anyone actually said tan your hide at any point after about 1950? Yeah, Conroy, I'm a veteran of the original Final Fantasy. Grinding, I can do.
What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, churl?
What? My pouch! It's gone!
The boy! Get out the way! Oh!
Yeah, Conrad, the occupying empire is the bad guys. There's a reason that Final Fantasy traditionally has at least one guy named Biggs and one guy named Wedge. There's a lot of Star Wars DNA in this series.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now?
Oh, come on, the kid's what, 15?
We're orphans.
Maybe.
The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
Again, really enjoying the voice acting here. And the, for lack of a better term, production costume design.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Yo, from what you just told me, I've worked for the dude anyway. Your location map often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map when you're unsure where to go next. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Alright, down to where it tees off and to the right.
Vaughn, I was waiting.
Pinello said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Yeah, buddy, I think that is, Dan Castellaneta. I wouldn't swear to it. I know he's done more than a few roles for Square Enix, including Kimari back in Final Fantasy X. Alright, where am I going? So kind of digging on the music. Yeah, we're gonna get used to that. I also play Final Fantasy XIV, and the menu is start on that, not Y. No, not too far. And this plays and controls so much like 14. Okay, yeah. For anyone watching the stream later on YouTube, the actor was John DiMaggio.
There you are,
Kites.
That Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
That's tomato.
Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself.
That would literally.
I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomage, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
I guess I'm gonna go hunt me a tomato. So here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bill I posted for the rogue tomato, the mark I petitioned to have hunted. It is literally a tomato with fangs. Do you want to hear all the details? Yeah, that would help. I want to hear why I am hunting a tomato with fangs. Of course not. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just take a look at the board and then go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let them know you're going on the hunt. So, take this rogue tomato bill, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come to talk to me. Let's call that step done, okay? Once the agreement's in place, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark. Then you hunt it, report back, and claim the bounty. Oh, I'll give you something to keep track of your hunts. Clan Primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. Okay, I got Clan Primer. Go ahead and take this while you're at it. Just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. And a Rachia armament. Looks like you can't even equip that yet. You know why? You don't have the license for it. Think of licenses as mileposts, marking your progress as your combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magics, white magics, none of it does you look good until you have a license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. Tamaj, how can I equip the great treasure you bestowed upon me, you ask? Easy. Learn by doing. Let's give it a try. I'd say you're ready to hunt a mark for me. Oh, you'll be needing this to leave the city. Just show it to the watch at the gate. A writ of transit. The east gate's the one you want to head out. Once you've taken care of that mark for me, let me know. Your work won't go unrewarded. Road Tomato, the hunt begins. Try equipping the Aracha armament. Use the licenses command from the party menu to obtain the accessories 1 license and equip the command to... No, please, God, do not repeat that. Choose a license board in order to obtain licenses. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop a character with unique abilities. Once you can enter the clan hall, you can change boards there. Okay. Red Battle Mage, Knight, Monk, Time Mage. Okay, this kid is very obviously a rogue, so what's that equivalent here? Yeah, we'll call it Shikari. Warriors who fight nimbly across hill and dale. Weapons, daggers, and techniques. First aid to heal a critical ally. Yeah, Conrad, I think this is where the Final Fantasy series started to get a little overcomplicated. Everyone's going to end up a white mage on their first, second, or third con, right? Yeah, it's basically every RPG I play, JRPG, Western-produced stuff, every single time the first thing I do is see just how I can pile on heals. Yeah, buddy, a little. A little. Alright, where are we going? Alright, we're gonna take a left. Far down as we can go, and take a right. It's really gorgeous environments. Okay, where is the damn door here? There we go. Yeah, no, Shattered Universe, anime sad boys did not become the defining thing about Final Fantasy until FF7. I will stand by that opinion to my grave.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters.
He's such a great man. You're sure worried about him being pissed off over something petty.
Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
So yeah, Shattered Universe. Zidane, there's a lot of Robin Hood in him, and I actually did replay Final Fantasy IX recently, and yeah, that boy's got some angst. I mean, he's not quite Squall, but there's some angst. Alright. Save while we got the chance, because as I said earlier, Mama didn't raise no fool. And I know that every so often JRPGs enjoy just bashing your skull in first bit out of the gate to show you who's in charge. Final Fantasy doesn't tend to be that bad about it, but, you know, Mega 10. Okay, let's take the opportunity to do a little level grinding. Ah, I just cut the shit out of that little bastard. Okay, now where am I looking for this fucking tomato thing? There it is.
Ha! Yeah.
Rogue tomato.
Ha! Ha!
Yep, I just shanked the thing. How many chase you, weren't you, asshole?
Yeah.
Alright, get over here, you little bastard. What the hell? It breathes fire?
Yeah.
Galbana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
It's a, yeah, Shattered Universe. Final Fantasy VI's Edgar is the sad pretty boy Animu. Sabin is the Shohan Animu. And actually, yeah, if you want Patient Zero for anime sad boy in Final Fantasy, Cecil from Final Fantasy IV. be fair, Cecil was angsty in a Batman kind of way. Okay, let's check that map and make sure I'm not going deeper into the damn desert. Okay, I'm going the right way. This is totally not Tatooine. Nope. Nope. Oh, what the hell? Ugh, it wouldn't let me through. Nothing to do now but wait till the ceremony's over. Okay, okay, y'all ain't gonna let me by. It's some old bullshit. Just they're finishing their inspection. What do I see with the gates closing before my eyes? We've been dodgy, don't you say? Wouldn't you say? Ah, Van, I guess I'm not the only one who got locked out of the city. I told Pinello about the mark you were after, and I guess I got her worrying. So the two of us headed out here to find you. And as soon as I stepped out, the guards closed the gate, and things got crazy. I haven't been able to find her since.
Stand back there. Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Open the gate!
That's a pretty badass looking choke.
Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy.
Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did.
A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch.
Okay, I get to murder
Keep your
these guys,
distance.
right?
We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside.
Right then, move them in.
Well, that does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these cops through and close this gate as ordered.
All cops are bastards.
My mail's choked with this sand.
Don't give me a scare like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it?
No.
Vaughn!
I hear the call to adventure. Again, just the design sense in this game is magnificent. Is it wildly impractical armor? Hell yes. Does it look cool? Also yes. Yeah, Conroy, it's got some Star Wars vibes, but it's to the point where I'm kind of wondering, people that go with that structure,
We will have order.
is it Joseph Campbell's monomyth,
I give you your new consul,
or are they copying
His
Star
Imperial
Wars?
Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
Oh god, are we gonna do the... Oh, but I'm the noble imperialist.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul?
Immense.
With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Gonna stab you in the face.
There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of
Yeah,
your
Conrad, I'm
devotion.
pretty sure those are hanging dragons on his
Even
pecs.
now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace his majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace, a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend
He's gonna
Dalmasca.
murder a fuck ton of people before this is over, ain't he?
Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
You do your nation honor by turning over and showing throat. What is it with Final Fantasy villains and amazing hair?
Is Rabanastre to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? We're all like this.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguel, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanastre join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness.
Bro, you're
Though
not supposed
indeed
to
I
do
am
throat
our
to me.
emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not.
Vane.
That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've
Real
just the
fucking
remedy for
subtle
that.
there.
Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
Oh.
How can he stand about to him like that?
Fawn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to.
Lord Vane never did.
You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
There's a lot. We keep talking about there being Star Wars vibe here. I'm getting a lot of Luke Skywalker out of this kid.
Vaughn. Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Hey,
God
Penelope,
damn, Square
that
makes a
fate
pretty
tonight.
game.
You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Magello to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
Again, I'm an anime protagonist. Not a thing is
airship.
happening.
I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Love these designs. You're now free to enter Lowtown and leave Rabanastra. Okay, so where am I going? I never did equip that thingy that I got, did I? Oh, hey, it slightly raises max HP. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, all the way south. And the environmental design here is just, I'm gonna keep coming back to this. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, Conrad, if your name is like Vane and you want me to drink until I call you such, I'll take a soda and water and that's that. Yeah, like, shit like that you know is a fucking trap. Let's see where we at. One thing that's made these games immensely easier for me as an adult than they were as a kid is simply, I check the damn map now. Because little Dante would just run in circles until I figured out on my own which pixel I needed to step on to get on with things. Little Dante was kind of a moron. Oh, okay, fast travel. Sweet. Okay. I'm about to remap that button, or I'm gonna keep doing that. Okay, where am I headed? Okay, it's right here.
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratsbane. Come for a tip on how to secure something bigger and in armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
They'll get what's coming to them someday.
Not sure
believe
if
me.
racist or...
But that's not why I'm here.
Do tell.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
I'm a teenager, and poor decisions are what I
So
do.
our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you.
He's a cute bunny.
Ah, now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
Uh-huh. I've heard all I need. So this, crescent stone. Can I have it? Then I can find a secret passage in the palace, right? Not so much of a listener, are you? The crescent stone has lost its magics. Without the power of a sunstone, it will be of little use. Right, so where do I get one of these sunstones? You seek Giza Plains. Speak with the nomads there. You will find your sunstone. Leave by Southgate and continue south. The village is not far. There are like to be beasts on the plains, so be careful, my boy. Don't worry about me. I'll be back before you know it. Again, I am a teenager, and therefore am entirely made of poor decisions. Let's see, Giza Plains. Hang a right here. I'm practically at Southgate. That'll be easy. Save. Let's go find this village. Because my ass wandering out in the desert seems like just fine decision making. Welcome to the Giza Plains. Oh, excuse me, brush, not desert, brushland. Well, at least there's plenty of stuff down here. Which way am I going? Yeah, just keep heading south.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you gotta die for my experience points. Level up. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining us. If you check YouTube sometime tomorrow, this will be available if you want to check out the second hour of the stream. That's a Moogle. Nutsy. I'm just a traveling Moogle, trying to scrape by. I should be here while the dry holds, Kupo. But the monsters during the rains are too scary. The dry should last a while longer. But take care during the rains, Kupo. Those big lightning balls don't mess around. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? Yes, I will take a map. A fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Google's honor. Hi, you look like you have stuff to sell. Well, hello. The wary traveler never passes the chance to restock its supplies. Anything useful to me, like, say, a bigger knife. Better armor. Oh, that's a no. The children still work even in this heat, and I guess I should try to follow their example. Okay, where are we headed? Yeah, you need a license to wear a new hat in this game. But annoying game mechanic. It wouldn't be a JRPG without some annoying game mechanic. You have a troubled look, child. What's the matter? Ah, you've come from Rabanaste seeking a sunstone, haven't you? As you might have guessed from the name, sunstones contain the power of the sun. You'll often find them used as a source of heat or light. Here, we leave all things sunstone to my use to Matsua. You should be able to find her by the near the dark crystal. Do you see the large black stone behind my tent? That is a dark crystal. You'll not find them outside Giza Plain. The dark surfaces of the crystal drink in the light of the sun. Why this character sounds like Yoda in my head, I don't know, and I am sorry. Have you come to see the dark crystals? Not everyone takes well to the Giza Plains. So it's a sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable, though, so we can't go handing them out to just anyone who happens to wander through camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to an arrangement. Do you hear my offer? Yeah, sure. What else am I to do? The making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into the shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you'll find Jin for me and tell him to come back to camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said they might have been to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with him yourself before leaving. Please find Jin and tell him to return at once.
Penelo? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Magello's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day.
What the hell are those little wing things on our back?
Let's get going.
Okay, Penelo is already level 2, so let's see if... Yeah. Yes, white mage, please. Alright, she's already got some LP to work with. Alrighty. See, what do we got? Okay, we'll take an accessory slot. Yeah, we'll take an armor slot. If Van's got anything useful on his docket right now, that is a no. Still, pop over that back over that merchant and see if she's got anything that Penelo can wear now. Yep, there we go. Let's see, light woven shirt, magic kirch. chromed leathers. Wow. Her headgear. Now we're out in the sun. Let's get her a nice hat. Sell the old one. Let's see, I got anything else that you can equip? Nope. Sure, I know, Jen. Ruon was complimenting the sun suns you made, and I think it made Tot jealous. I just don't get it. Why can't they just get along with each other? Oh, good. Kid politics. Jen still isn't back? My use is gonna let us have it for sure. I knew we shouldn't have... Nothing. Never mind. You see, Jin and Tot kinda got in a fight. They were busy fighting, and a werewolf came along, and I hope it's okay. Okay, back up. Say that last part again. We all went out to make some sun stones, but Jin hadn't made him come back to camp. And it's the first time he's been out on the plains since the end of the rain, so he's got to touch a wanderlust. Got anything to say? The men are all off on their business while we women mind the village. Even the children do their part. They make their mistakes, of course, but they learn from them. Okay, where are my exits here? Welp. Alonso. We got a hike ahead of us. Hey, Van, let me give you these before we go. There are all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. Oh, hey, some potions, some Phoenix down. So far, you've been traveling by yourself, but now that I'm here, we can travel as a party. You can give commands to allies in your party, just like you've been doing it for yourself up until now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do too, but you can give me specific commands, and I'll take care of those first. Got it? Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. With my gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They make managing a battle a lot easier. Oh, this is about to be a lengthy tutorial, ain't it? Well, you ready to go? Man, wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village? If we work our way around, we should be able to find him. Hello, my little experience point source.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna deal with the big demon bird thing right now. Conrad, yeah, you get a card throwing man? You know, come to think of it, Gambit would fit right the fuck into so many anime tropes. You know, supposed to be dashing, but actually comes off kind of sleazy. I'm kind of glad that they decided to not give her the standard first weapon in the game for a girl thing that a lot of Final Fantasies fallen prey to, where they give her, you know, a staff or something like that. No, give the girl a damn knife. Hey, save point. Which means I'm probably about to get fucked. Yeah, typical party white, like you said, Conrad. Typical party white mage. But again, at least they gave her a damn knife instead of, you know, a staff and some line about being a pacifist or something.
Ha.
Stabbity, stabbity. Okay, I got to upgrade man a little. What we got available? Okay, we'll grind for a little bit more for be able to get first aid. Because, you know, I'm assuming that's helpful. Now, where's this idiot kid that I'm having to run around the damn desert for?
Yeah.
Something with this game, you can tell that even post Kingdom Hearts, Square is still kind of getting used to 3D cameras and real-time combat. And another save point right next to each other. Yeah, I'm about to die. Okay, I assume you're the pain in the ass kid. Yeah, my name's Jen. What's to ya? Monsieur wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see, maybe my leg's better now. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never gonna get any sunstones made like this. I just need to make one more to be finished for the day. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Why are you out here looking for me anyhow? So you need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Miss Yua doesn't mind, I'll give you a shadestone. But I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shade stones to make sunstones, right? Okay. So, there's your shade stone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over the Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. Big crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. See that one over there? You can take that sunstone I just gave you and bring it near one of those shining dark crystals. You'll absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4 though. The gauge will show you how much energy the shade stones absorb. When it's full, you'll have yourself a sunstone. Once you made the sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. See you back here when you're done. Why do I get the feeling these kids get me to paint his fence? Like this is some Tom Sawyer shit going on. Take so long after all. So this is what the kids on the Giza Plain do to make their way. Maybe one of them will take you on as an apprentice. Yeah, let's just find the next crystal, okay? Sorry, you didn't die from my experience. Okay, finish stabbing this thing and let's go. Big Bird's looking a little too hard at us.
Yeah. Ha.
Yes, I will obtain first aid. You got enough bird to pick up anything yet? Nope. And fuck. I just want to know that we had to run from Big Bird. Shit, okay, yeah, we're not gonna get away from this asshole. Alright. Heal up. And get with the stabbing. Okay, it doesn't pack quite as much of a punch as I was afraid of. Good to know. Oh, hey, found some money in a random jar. Okay. And an antidote. Good, because status effects are bullshit. Oh, come on, I'll do one more. I don't know what that is, but we ain't fighting it. Alright, we're just gonna kite everything in this zone. Looks like that game can keep up. Stab, stab here, stab, stab there, here, there, stab, everywhere, stab, stab. Finding more money in jars. Always helpful. It always helps a farm to take opportunities like this to farm supplies early in the game. Also, if you're wanting to know why I'm not attacking those little rabbit-looking things, because generally speaking, in a game like this, if it looks super cute, it can probably murder you by looking at you. Okay, let's get healed up before we deal with Big Bird here. What up, Big Bird? Gonna be a hell of a drumstick when I'm done. Wow, that was less stabbing than I expected. Alright, we're charged up. Let's take it back to Jen and see what he says. I hope we did it right. Sure, let's go. You obtain a sunstone. Oh, thank God you didn't make me run back, you little bastard. Hey, you got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Huh. Seems okay for me. Not bad for city folk. So here's what happened. Missy was always warning us to stay away from the werewolf, right? Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a contest, see who's the bravest. Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a contest, see who's the bravest. Started out as a lark, but Todd said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Don't let any of the grown-ups know, okay? Anyway, my leg's feeling better now. Let's head back to the village. I'll race you. Try and keep up. I am not convinced that... I'm still not convinced that this kid didn't just con us into doing his work for him. Oh, good. Not wasting my time by making me backtrack. I always love a game that respects my time. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He's a good boy. But now his mind wanders. Never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please, take these with my thanks. I have some money, some potions, a couple teleport stones. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope maybe it's some use to you. Alright, let's save, and I guess we're heading back to the city. Alright, while we're at it, do I have enough money to get some more decent equipment? Yeah, even if she hasn't quite had the license yet, let's go ahead and get Cure in our repertoire. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed it doesn't have the traditional Final Fantasy fanfare when you level up. There's something about dun 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 dun. There's something special about it. All right, we're gonna call it here for the evening, folks. Before you go, though, I do have just a little bit of housekeeping for the channel. Let me pull up my notes. Okay, like I said, below the video here, both on Twitch and on YouTube when this is uploaded tomorrow, there's links to our PayPal if you want to tip your DM, be appreciated, and links to our new Patreon, just to lay out what you're getting with that. For $1 a month, you get access to the Inferno Gaming Discord server, a monthly pre-generated character or NPC, and you get a shout out in the credits of our regular weekly videos. For $5 a month, you get all of that, plus a monthly GMing workshop that I'll be hosting via Discord and Twitch, where you can ask questions live, compare notes with other creators, and work with each other, make something even better for your players. For $10 a month, you get all of that, plus you get to add a book to the review queue once a month. Now, with that, I will add the caveat that I control the order of the queue. So your book may not get reviewed immediately, but I promise it will get done, and I will keep you updated as to the timeline on that. If you pledge for $20 a month, you get all of that, plus behind-the-scenes content. And by behind-the-scenes content, I mean my episode scripts and access to my DMing notebooks, some of which I have had and been keeping since high school, which, good God, that's 21 years ago now. For you to peruse, make fun of teenage me, and, you know, steal what you like. File the serial numbers off and make it your own. And for $50 a month, I can only take 2 of these. But you get all of that, plus I will run a game once a month for you and your group. They could be one-shots, it could be an ongoing campaign. If you pledge this tier, I will touch base with you and we will work out the details then. Coming up on the channel, tomorrow, it's Tuesday, this game will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. If you check our Twitter, you'll find a link to our YouTube channel. We're on YouTube as Inferno Gaming, INFURNO Gaming. Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, I will be back with Wendy Wolf as we go into part 3 of Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. And I will continue to try and resist the urge to drink my way through this game. Because, my God, this story. And Friday, I will be doing part 2 of Baldur's Gate 3. Hopefully the game behaves this time. If it doesn't, we'll figure something out. Anyway, folks, and Saturday, the first episode of 10th Circle Reviews will be posted to our YouTube channel with 2002's Demon the Fallen. A week after that, I'll be doing another episode of GMing 101, so send your questions in. I have either via Twitch DM or email us at infernogamingdm@gmail.com. All right, I prattle on enough, folks. Thanks for joining me tonight. I am really happy to just be doing this again now that the moves happened and things are getting settled. I'm looking forward to doing more of this with you, having a regular schedule. And I hope you're willing to come along. Have a good night.